Welcome back to another episode of Ziggy Talks. I am your host, Ziggy. Thank you guys very much for tuning in again on this Monday. Remember, we do the show Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So you can check me out on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. I got the Twitch working again. I know that it's a little laggy. I'm trying my best to get everything working here. And I did get an Ethernet cord, so I'm hoping that might work. I'm using that right now. It does look like it's a little laggy, a little bit laggy right now, but hopefully that'll work itself out throughout the episode. We'll see. I don't know. So welcome. How's everybody doing today? I hope you guys had yourself a wonderful weekend. I know I did. Woo! If you guys want to hit me up, you know you can do that at ziggytalks216@gmail.com. You can also hit me up while I'm live in that comment section. Go ahead and write a comment. You can do it from Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. I will get all those in live time, so you guys are automatically able to reach out to me anytime you guys want, and I appreciate that. These episodes are coming to you by 7686 Designs. You know I gotta shout them out every single time I can. 7686 Designs. You can check them out at facebook.com 7686 Designs, or reach out personally at 7686designs@gmail.com. You know what we do. All those custom jobs, all those custom everything you want. I don't know why the mic sounds a little bit weird today. Sound a little bit. Here, let me see. There we go. Yeah, check us out at 7686 Designs. Facebook is up and running, and I am posting a little bit more now. I'm getting more things you can check out, stuff like that. You can also check out the Etsy and the eBay page to purchase any orders from 7686 Designs. They are on the Facebook site, so you can check that out at facebook.com/7686 Designs. Get yours today. Get yourself some custom things. So, how is everybody doing? Everybody's doing great. I know I'm doing fine. I had a great weekend, and there's a few things I want to go over on this episode. I did have somebody plan to come on this Monday. They're not feeling too well, so we could not make it, unfortunately. But, we can always reschedule. Good news. I do have a buddy of mine, an old buddy of mine that I used to work with, that is into podcasting and looking to be on a podcast and be involved with podcasts. So hopefully in the near future, depending on his work schedule and stuff like that, maybe we can get together, have him on for multiple episodes, find out if he likes it or not, and see if this is something you'd be interested in. Obviously, you know what we do here. Basically, just talk about bullshit right now until I get some guests on, some, things in the future, have guests, promote things, everything like that. But, for right now, it's just a lot of bullshit and having fun and hanging out with you guys for a couple hours, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So, what did I do this weekend? Well, this weekend, I went to my sister's Everly's birthday party.
Happy birthday.
It was her first birthday. That's right. She had her first birthday, and cheers to her. And glad she was out and about and had a great time.
It's a great day.
It was a great time. We went out to Toledo area, so I'm from Cleveland, so that's a little bit of a drive. It's like 2 hours. 2 hours of driving. But, I had a great time, and it was such a fun time to go out there, visit family. I haven't seen them in what seems like forever, but I did get to see them today, or get to see them over the weekend. It was a great time. I don't think I downloaded. See, I'm gonna have to open up my because I did get some pictures over the weekend, so I do have to open that up. This is probably gonna lag, so let's hope it doesn't lag out and everything works perfect. I like how my thumb just popped up. Yeah, the leg is a little bit scratchy right now. I did change my router. My old router was an old system, and apparently it was not up to par with what it should have been. So I did change that out. The Ethernet cord I have, obviously, I'd have to rerun my wiring to get the Wi-Fi into my room where my studio is, and unfortunately, I just do not have the funds to pay for that right now. So I'm just making do with what I got, and it sucks a little. It is laggy, I know that, and I apologize for that. But I have the Ethernet cord, and it's like 100-foot cord, so it might also lag it out a little bit, which kind of sucks. But so while I'm getting all that stuff loaded, let me show you what I got. Let me see here. Let me change this camera around. You guys notice anything different on my desk? Where is it? Come on. There we go. Notice anything different there? That's right. I got a plaque that says Ziggy Talks right on it. It is one of those license plate things. I also have this awesome mug. It's got Ziggy Talks on it. New logo that I made also. It's not the same one that I have on all my stuff, but I like this logo. It's got a nice Shure 62 mic on it. One of my favorite mics from, I don't know, just everything. I like the mics. What else? Weekend picks. There we go. So I got the shirt made also. It says Ziggy Talks. It's the same thing. So all three of these items, that right there on the plaque, this cup, and this shirt all has my same logo. If you guys are interested in getting yourself some cool merchandise from Ziggy Talks, you guys can do that. Hold on one second. Why? So I got to download all these. There we go. Sorry, would have downloaded it beforehand, but you know me. I like spur of the moment things, and that's what I do. But yeah, I had a great time this weekend. Went out to Toledo, took my son out there. They had a petting zoo. I absolutely loved it. My son loved it more than anybody, I think, there. They had a horse dressed up as a unicorn, or it was just a unicorn, however you want to say it. But it was great. It was a fun time, and everybody got to ride the horse, pet some animals and stuff like that. I'm loading up the pictures right now, so it should be here shortly. There we go. So I had a llama. This is a llama at this petting zoo. This thing was huge. It was basically just worst breath I ever smelled in my life. But great time. And there's my son with this little pink helmet and riding that little horse unicorn. I thought I had more than one picture, but it looks like it only did 6 of the pictures. So maybe on Wednesday I'll upload a couple more to show you guys what was going on. Got my son in a little cowboy hat. He loved that thing. It was cute, a little Woody hat. And then this is my sister. When I'm trying to take a picture with my lovely second mom that I love her dearly. Her name is Teresa, and she had to come in and ruin it. But it's a good picture of me. with her. And the middle finger, because, my sister loves me so much. So if you can't see it, that is right there. That is the um, new logo that I have, Ziggy Talks. I like it. I designed it myself. Everything came out pretty well. I like it. So if you guys are interested, send me an email, ziggytalks216@gmail.com if you are interested in purchasing any merchandise, basically. Anything here from Ziggy Talks. Shirts, a license plate, a cup, tumbler. If you want a custom tumbler or anything like that, you can go to 7686 Designs or reach out to us personally at 7686designs@gmail.com or facebook.com/7686designs. So I want to know how your guys' weekend went. You guys had fun? If you guys did, comment. Let me know what's going on with you guys. How's everybody else doing in this world? I do want to get into a couple topics that I want to talk about. I know it's a touchy subject, but I have to talk. Dating. What the hell has happened in the dating world? So I've been single probably just over 2 years now. Stayed single. I am enjoying the single life. I enjoy it a lot more than I did when I wasn't single. Being in a relationship with a person that you just don't mesh well together kind of ruined it. And, sometimes it's better to be single than it is to be in a relationship. And I'm finding that out more and more as I go. The older I get, the more I know what I want. And relationships should be based on mutual wanting of each other. Want the one you're with. But I have to talk about online dating. It is literally just filled with scammers, girls that have OnlyFans, all this bull crap, and it's just not like it used to be. You used to be able to have conversations that didn't revolve just around one thing in a relationship, and it seems like the more people that I talk to, it's just about that. And I want a little bit more out of a relationship. I don't think that it just should be based on one thing. Now that I have a son and stuff like that, I just feel like I want to build something that's going to last and last a while and work out in the long run. So, still working on that relationship thing. What are you going to do? So yeah, I just like I said, I went out to Toledo for that birthday party this weekend. Body and back is just killing me. It's been sore the last couple of days. Don't know if I tweaked something, lifting something over there or not, but it's just been sore. It is what it is, and I get through it with some ibuprofen because ibuprofen makes the old body feel better. Let's see, what else? What else did I want to talk about? Snoop Dogg. Yeah, so I do have plans to get people on this podcast. It is going in the right direction, I feel. I'm still working on a lot of things, getting everything, the streaming down, everything like that. Right now, it does seem to be a little bit clearer. It does look like it's clearing up a bit, which is great. I like that. Background music, I seem to be working pretty well. My videos that I upload are working pretty well. I'm not lagging too much, going from page to page if I have to. I know it's not ideal, but it's not. I wish I was able to save this. Let me see if I can save this and upload it. I don't think I can, but I might be able to. If I'm able to, that'll be awesome. Yeah, save it in there and see if I can upload. I was a little upset today. I don't think it's gonna work, but I'm gonna try. Yeah, it's not gonna work. So, yeah. See if I can add it this way. So I'm still trying to figure out how I can do topics. Like I want to show a video or something like that, or have a video overplayed that I can download. But I'm just not able to download certain YouTube videos to my broadcast and able to upload them correctly, which kind of sucks. I don't know how to do that. Hopefully I can talk to somebody that can give me some insight on how to do that, and then I'll be happy. Because there are quite a few videos I've been wanting to do, like review on a video or something like that, or something I find funny, be able to show you guys. But unfortunately, I have not been able to do that because I do not know how to upload YouTube videos that I can use them. Because I'm pretty sure you're allowed to do any reactions to any YouTube videos, because I'm pretty sure it's public domain. Not 100% sure, but I will look more into that. Hopefully, in the next coming weeks, I'll be able to figure something out with that to make sure that I'm able to review some videos. Because what I'm talking about is I was watching an episode of Good Mythical Morning. It's with Rhett and Link, a very popular YouTube channel and pretty cool. But they had this episode where I guess they were trying to figure out stadium foods from different states, and they basically have a board where different producers and back of the stage, or back of the house people, are basically play these characters for each state. And they had the let me see, I'm pretty sure I can put the link in the comments. Let me see if I can do that. Give me 1 second here. I'll put the link in the comments to that. I actually cut that video, made a short of it, but they had one of the guys playing Ohio, and it was absolutely horrible. And the way he portrayed Ohio just pissed me off, basically. I'm like, that's not us. That's not how we are at all. That's not how we sound. That's not how we act. That's just rude. And I think it's not the first time they've done that. And it just kind of sucks, because that's just not how that should be done. It took a while for that to load up. Let's change here to the front camera. I do like this. I feel like it's a little more intimate when I can do the front camera. Still got the background going on and stuff like that. So, it is what it is. Everything just takes forever to load. Such a problem. And I did find out if I am lagged too much, or go to another page to look something up, if I'm not on this page for more than like 15 or 20 seconds, it'll actually lag out. I'll get screwed, and I'll have to come into the podcast, restart it to get you guys going again. So when I click over to different things, it just takes a little bit of time. So I got to go back and forth so I don't get stuck. Let's see if I can copy this. Here. Can I put this in here? There we go. So, yep. So it's up on the screen. There's the copy that link. Go to it. It's a clip that I put on there. It's like I said, you guys, if you're from Ohio, you're probably going to get a little upset watching it because it's not Ohio. It doesn't depict Ohio the correct way. I think it makes no sense to do stuff like that. I think it's very rude. And I think they failed. So, what else is going on in the world today? I was trying to look up, like, there is this contest for like $1 million if you can solve this math equation. I know it's been out there, and I'm sure a few people have heard about it before. It's like this Ryan, or I'm not going to pronounce the name right, but it's Ryan Theory, Ray Mio Theory. I'm not 100% sure. Here, hold on. Let me see if I can bring it back up here. There we go. So, hold on. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Let's see. It's the Riemann hypothesis. Is one of the Millennium Prize problems. The Clay Institute has offered $1 million prize to anyone who can prove Riemann hypothesis true or false. And I don't know, I was up late last night, and I was just like looking and talking to Alexa, because apparently Alexa has this new thing where you can talk to her and like actually have a conversation and learn things. So I was doing a little bit of that and research to try to figure out if I can find things to talk about on my podcast. There was a lot of like sports things and stuff like that, but the problem itself, like when I was looking it up, looked absolutely just ridiculous, and I don't understand. Let's see. Let me see if I can save this image, and then I can bring it up on the screen and talk a little bit more about it. So I love math. Math is my subject, and I enjoy it. And so I get lost in trying to figure new things out like that. So that's where this all came from. And again, I'm sorry if it feels like I'm not talking too much or anything like that. It's just I expected to have a guest on today, so I kind of had things around that or built around having a guest on today that I unfortunately was unable to obtain, but it's okay. We get through it. So this is the equation that is trying to figure out if it's going to be either true or false. And I can't tell you 100% that I would ever be able to know if this is true or not. But it looks like it would have to be true. So basically what it's asking is if F and N are two numbers, both being even or both being odd, they would equal to each other using this math equation. So if you made N, let's just make F1 and N2, then F times N would equal 2. 2 over 2 would equal 1. 3 times 2 would equal 6 plus 1 would be 7. So that would be, see, I don't think that would work. I don't know if F and N has to be the same number. So if it was even, and it was 2 and 2, so it would be 4 on one side, and that would be 1, and that would be 6, 7, so 7. No, that would be an odd number on the right, and that would be an even number on the left. Because the problem I have with this is that you have pretty much 3 times. So if it was an even number, then say it was like 3 times 2 plus 1, that would automatically equal an odd number. So that's where I'm getting confused on this, because it seems like it would be so easy to solve. Because if you, like, let's say F and N are the same number and it's number 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. So F times N would be 4, equal to 2 over 2 would be 1. It would equal 1. It's a whole number. And then 3 times 2 plus 1. 3 times 2 would be, but if you no, you would multiply first. So 3 times 2 would be 6, and 7. So it would be 1 over 7. But I don't know if that's what I'm not. The n over 2 is what's confusing me, because 7 would not equal 4 in any sense of the word. Even if you divide 1 by 7, you'd still get 7. So it seems like it would not work, but I don't know what equation would work in the long run. Like, I don't know what numbers would make this work. Maybe 3. So 3 times 3 would be 9. 3 over 2 would be 1 1/3. 3 times 3 would be 9. That would be 10. So that would be 1 1/3 over 10. Would still not equal a negative or an odd number. Yeah, so I don't know. I can go on, and that's what I did last night. Like, I love math too. Like, I was in trigonometry in 9th grade. I know I don't seem like the smartest person, and if you know me, I don't come off as being the brightest crayon in the box. But when it comes to math, I like numbers. I just like equations and stuff like that. So when I see something like that, it's almost like, hey, can I solve that? Because math is not that hard. A lot of people get like discouraged from math because of all the equations and stuff like that. But most math is done simple math. Like, math is pretty simple. And you get all these things like, they give you equations that are like 3 times 2, parentheses 1 plus 4, divided by 2 plus 3. And they say, what's the answer to that? And there's really easy ways to do that if you just go through the mathematical equation of how you solve things. So it's always parentheses first, and then this is where people get mixed up, is addition, subtraction, multiply, divide, when really it's multiply, divide, addition of subtraction, but you can also go left to right. So there's like a whole bunch of different ways that you can solve an equation, and people get hung up on it because math doesn't really have, in different scenarios, you use different equations to solve them. And a lot of people just want to go left to right to solve something, but that's technically not the way it's supposed to be done, which kind of sucks. So I can see how people get confused and get discouraged from math, but it is pretty simple once you get the concept of how to do certain things. And it is probably the only actual world use subject in school right now in my opinion. I mean, besides like science, like it's the concept that you can use in your everyday life. Science depends on what you're doing in life that you would use certain things like biology and all that stuff, and knowing the human body. If you're a doctor, yeah, you want to do some science stuff. But if you're just a server or a bartender, math. If you're a doctor, math. If you're a podcast person, you're going to have to know math. Like it's math is pretty much integrated into every aspect of life. And science, social studies, English. I mean, obviously, you want to have knowledge, and you want to be able to talk and write and all that good stuff. But even the English language has got its flaws, because P-O-M-B is tomb, but yet B-O-M-B is bomb. So the way we pronounce things are just so messed up. People get thrown off their words, and everybody's talking about two, and two, and there, and there. Like, yes, there's just so many ways to say there's one way to say 4 different words. It's complicated. It is very tricky language to learn, and I think anybody coming into America trying to learn this is probably going to have a difficult time. But I digress. Doesn't seem to want to. So this is a brand new mug, so the lid on it doesn't seem to want to work very well. I'm very hesitant about taking this lid off, but I'm going to, because it's not coming out, and I don't like that. Anyways, if you guys are watching the podcast, remember you can reach out to me personally at ziggytalks216@gmail.com with all your questions. Have anything you want to see in the future episodes. If you have any ideas or anything like that, you want to be on my podcast, you know anybody that might be interested in sponsoring the podcast, I am still looking for sponsors, still looking for people to be on the podcast. So reach out to me at ziggytalks216@gmail.com if you are interested in doing that. You can also comment live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. All those tags and channels are all going to be Ziggy Talks. I have the domain as far as all 3 of those go. Oh, what's going on here? Hi, Tennessee Poppy. Thank you. And I hope you had a great weekend, and thank you for tuning in again. I appreciate it. It's always nice to have people stop back in, at least say hello. I like that, because it gives me a little insight that people are actually watching, or at least saying hi and stopping by and supporting the channel. And that's a huge thing for me. Always support the channel. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. But yeah, if you know anybody that is interested in being on the podcast, interested in sponsoring the podcast, if you want to donate to the podcast, you can all do that by reaching out to me at ziggytalks216@gmail.com. There is money that I'm putting into this podcast. I have to pay for the streaming service. I have to pay to edit videos. I have to pay to make the videos. And, it's just time out of my thing, and I'm not making any money through YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook. I'm doing this on my own time and doing it at my own will, but I do want to make this something that, can grow in the future and is going to be something that I can get more popular at, get better guests and bigger guests on here, and, eventually become something people watch religiously Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So if you are interested in sponsoring, or you want to make a donation, reach out to me at ziggytalks216@gmail.com, and more details can be given there. So I appreciate all you guys for coming in. I appreciate every single one of you that give me support and love. It is very nice to have. It's such a relaxing day on Monday too. It was so tiring today at work and everything. It was just, everything seemed to be dragging on. So, just taking it easy. I had a busy weekend, so now I'm just relaxing and enjoying a little bit of time with you. If you guys are interested in any custom designs as far as shirts go, tumblers go, license plates, easels, everything like that. If you have any custom events or anything like that, you're in a band and you're interested in some custom apparel, you can check out the Facebook page of 7686 Designs. Go to facebook.com/7686 Designs. Or if you have a custom order that you have a picture or an image that you want on something and you're not quite sure where to go with it, you can always reach out to us at 7686designs@gmail.com. We do read all your emails. We get back to you in a timely manner, and we can definitely do a lot of custom things. So if you're interested in that, it is mostly sublimation. I was doing screen printing and stuff like that, but it just seems like it's a lot of work, it's a lot of mess. Sublimation seems to be more detailed. It stays on the fabric for a lot longer. The shirts that we can use are going to be more high quality than the regular just cotton and shrinkage shirts. So yeah, definitely check that out. If you are interested in purchasing stuff, you can go to facebook.com/7686 Designs for both the Etsy and the eBay domains. So if you are interested in purchasing something, there's a lot more products and stuff that is made on there that you can purchase directly from both Etsy and eBay. So check that out, 7686 Designs at facebook.com, or reach out to us personally at 7686designs@gmail.com. Woo! So let's talk about one of my old jobs. So one of my buddies that I reached out today, I used to work with. He was actually the person that trained me for the position. I worked at Applebee's, and Applebee's not a sponsor. Don't want them as a sponsor. I worked at the Applebee's. If you guys know Cleveland, I worked at the Applebee's in Steelyard. Literally the worst Walmart in America is in Steelyard, and I worked at the Applebee's, which was just as bad. I mean, it's not as bad as people made it out to seem, but it was pretty bad as far as like making any money and stuff like that. But I did work there with a buddy of mine, and hopefully he is, I don't know what his position is or if he even works at that one anymore. So don't go there looking for anything like that. But that is the person that I am talking to, that I reached out to today. Just randomly seen him on Facebook online, so I reached out to him and said, hey, how's it going? It's been years since I've actually seen him, probably like 4 or 5 years at least, since I've actually seen and hung out with him. But we used to hang out pretty much a few days a week. Good drinking buddy, good times, always. Not always. We didn't have always great times. There were some scuffles and stuff like that, but if he comes on the show, I'm sure we will talk more about all the good times that we had, all the great times at Applebee's, and everything that we've been through and what he's going on in life. And I hope that he does come on. He does seem interested, and he does seem like it's something that he might want to do in the future. So hopefully I can get him on. He said he's going to find out his schedule tomorrow, so it's possible if he's got Wednesday or Friday off that possibly I can get him to stop up and be on the podcast, which I would absolutely love. I still don't have like a written thing planned for this podcast. I know that it seems like jumbled, a hodgepodge of full of stuff, like a stew, but it is what it is. I'm getting through it, and once I have more of a direction and everything like that, like I know the direction I want to go. I know things I want to do. I know that I'm going to test some products here and there, and talk about things that I've got in the past and stuff like that. So, with that being said, it is going to be a little hodgepodge. Hopefully, I can go more on a plan of like, hey, the first 10 minutes are going to be promotions and everything about my channel and how you reach out to me and stuff like that, and then a half hour of this subject or a half hour of this. I have segments and skits and stuff like that. I also want to have like little contests and stuff like that, but I have to have a following and I have to have people watching me and have a lot more viewers at one point in time to interact, to do a lot of these contests that I want to do and giveaways and stuff like that, which I do plan on doing some giveaways, and hopefully when I promote those, I want to have like 100 subscribers before I go and do that, which I'm 10% of the way there. I think I have 10 subscribers now, maybe even 11, not 100% sure, but yeah. So once I get up to that mark and I start, getting some people watching regularly and stuff like that, have more guests and work with somebody, because it's a lot to do just by yourself. Sitting here and talking to a camera is what I like to do, and it's what I want to do, and it's how I want to grow this channel. And the only way I can get there is through you guys, giving me ideas, and which I've had some ideas thrown my way. It's just things that I'm working on in the future to build to get to that spot. And it starts with having guests, or starts with making a roundabout of how the show is going to be laid out. But I want to get that guest first. Like, I want to start having guests on here more religiously. Or more religiously? No. That's not the word. I'm trying to think of the word and I keep saying religiously. But more often. Like, I just want to have more of a routine, and I want to be able to get the routine. I want to start getting in the direction that I was planning on this video or this podcast to go. And obviously it's up to a slow start. We are in our double digits, though. This is our 10th episode of Ziggy Talks. So there is that. I am being consistent. I don't think I've missed a day yet. I am doing shorter days if there isn't that much engagement or things that I can speak about or talk about. But I am still on here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. to the best that I can. I am on here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That is true. That has happened, and I haven't strayed away from that at all. But I do shorter podcasts because of the fact that I don't have the engagement. I don't have people on here for the whole show giving me conversation or somebody to interact with. So it is a little hard to, write skits and do things like that. But I will, and I promise you guys, stick through. Like, share, subscribe. Definitely share is number one thing to do. Subscribe and share to the channel, because sharing it gets out to those people that might not know me and might just find a little niche that I have that they enjoy watching, or they have those 2 hours free and they just want something to occupy that time as background noise while they're cleaning the house, or background noise while kids are doing homework or something like that. It's just background noise. But I also want to be fun and engaging and doing things that you guys are going to enjoy seeing, and little like will it skits, or try different foods or something like that, or just suggestions you guys might have also. Like, if you guys want to see a contest, and I have the guest, or I have co-host, if I have all those things and I'm able to do it, I'm more than happy to spend a little bit here and there just to get it going and do some fun things around here that you guys might be more engaged to see and stuff like that. So with that being said, I am going to come up to my break here. I don't know, I might just stay on until 7 and just cut it short today, do a hour podcast. Like I said last week, I'm most likely going to do a lot of hour podcast until I do have guests on and stuff like that, because it's just hard for me to come up with things to do or things to talk about for 2 hours straight. I enjoy it, and I want to keep doing it, and I got the cool stuff, so I am still growing myself. I'm still doing this because I want to do this. I wanted to get somewhere. Obviously, I have Tennessee Poppy, which is a newcomer. That's somebody I've never met in my life. Just stumbled upon my podcast, and now it was the second time that stopped in and said something or just engaged in the conversation, and I appreciate that. So, little things like that. And that means, I might not be her cup of tea today because I'm not just interesting or I'm not talking about something that she might be engaged in. But that doesn't mean that she doesn't stop in next week and says, oh, this is cool. You got a guest on, you're doing this, you're doing that. And, comes back and starts watching the episodes more and more often, which that is what I'm for. This is what it's going to be. Better. It's going to get better. It's going to be more routine. It's going to be great. Right now, I am being consistent, making sure that I'm uploading on time, that I'm doing these episodes on time. I do plan on even maybe pre-recording some episodes just in case. With that being said, it's very hard. I want to do that when I have a guest or something like that. So I can get somebody that's only available on a Tuesday or a Thursday or over the weekend, and I have the free time to come in here and record one that I can put out at any point in time, I'm going to do that. But I'm still talking to people, still reaching out, and still getting the feel of how to do this. This is all brand new to me, and I'm working on building something that's going to last a long time, building a name up for myself, engaging with you guys, and finding what my niche is and finding where I belong in this brick wall of life, and finding what engages people to want to stick around and wants to see me succeed. And that starts with just doing it. I can't just sit back and say, hey, I'm gonna do this, or this is how I could do this. And I did it for about a year. This whole year, I've been thinking. Actually, since the beginning of the beginning of the pandemic is when I started thinking really hard about wanting to start a podcast myself. I knew it was going to take a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, finding out what I wanted to do, what I wanted the channel to be called, how I was going to set up the studio, or even having the room to make a studio. I got lucky that I just had the space. It worked out perfectly. The timing worked out. After a year of thinking and coming up with ideas and doing all that, I finally just said, screw it, let's get it out there. So I gave myself a deadline to start this podcast, and now I'm here and doing it. I'm doing it, and I'm happy to be doing it, and it's a great time. I enjoy being on here. I enjoy engaging with you guys. I enjoy my setup. I enjoy the name of my show, Ziggy Talks. Woo! I think once I have actual guests on and stuff like that, I think things are changed. I had my son on Friday, and even having him on, he turns, which by the way, his birthday is next week, and he turns 4. But having him on was fun because of the fact that it was just engaging to me. It was keeping me occupied, keeping my mind running, and having that little conversation with him and doing the cute things that he does. Just getting a feel of having a guest. That little stuff like that definitely helps. And I realized that it's a lot easier to fill time and fill blank space when you have 2 people, because you feed off of each other's energy, and it makes it a lot better and makes it work. So as of right now, it's a learning process, and I am bringing you guys along for the ride. If you guys are sticking around, I appreciate that. All the support, all the love, liking, sharing, subscribing to the podcast. I appreciate all of you. It is going to get better. I know it's going to get better. I have plans for the future. I already have skits and stuff like that I want to do. But obviously, the engagement, having the followers, and doing stuff like that, obviously, I don't want to do it just by myself. Like, I don't want to have a contest and be like, oh, well, it's just one person in here or two people in here or even 5 people in here. I want to make it so it's fun for everybody and I can get more people feeding off each other in the chats and stuff like that. Also reaching out to a few different people as far as who's been in this industry for a while and been doing it for a while. It's not easy because you're constantly filling your time with, like, even reaching out to anybody and trying to get advice on doing this. They're busy, so I don't expect them to take time out of their life, their hectic, busy life, doing live streams or doing stuff like that, to help me do mine. And so it's trial and error. So I can't expect to be perfect every single day. I can't expect that I'm going to have the views every single day. But I do know that I'm going to continue doing this until I reach a point where I'm content and I know it's working in the right direction or going in the right direction. Until then, I'm going to fill it up with time and knowledge and have these little conversations like this, telling you where I expect this channel to go and how I expect it to be, what my synopsis is. I believe that's the right word, right? Synopsis. See, now I said it once, and let's see. Oh. See, the camera shut off. Why didn't the camera shut off? Synopsis. I did say that right. Brief summary or general survey of something. So yeah, that's what I'm going to continue to do, is to just, figure out where I'm going with the channel, or if I can, I'm pretty much have my first 5 minutes locked down. Obviously, I open up with talking about, hey, what's going on this week, this day, how you can reach out to me and stuff like that, my intro and everything like that. I have that down. Now it's just a matter of getting everything else down and figuring out how I'm going to go. That's the first 5 minutes out of what is 120. So out of 120 minutes, I still have to figure out what I'm going to do with 115 of those. So it's a little learning curve, and it's fun, and I'm getting there, and I enjoy doing this. It's a way for me to release my tension and get my anxiety out there and just talk, because constantly just sitting around doing nothing messes with your mind, and I don't want to be that person. So I feel like getting on this podcast and having conversations and just talking about throughout my day and what happened, it's my little diary, basically, of telling you guys what's going on, and it's a diary that I'll have for my future, and to look back and be like, okay, that was me. That was, that's where I messed up. That's where I was learning, and, see where it grows. And to have that all on video, that you can go back and watch all this and see your progression as you go and how much better it gets over time, is really what I'm looking forward to. I like the climb of that hill. Like, I like the road to the destination more than I like the destination. Like, obviously the destination is, this is so big that, I'm doing other podcasts, or, collabing with people and doing things like that, or doing meet and greets and stuff like that. That's the destination. And I mean, that's not even a destination. Destination is pretty much just, death, like the end of me. And it's just the whole road getting there is what I'm trying to focus on, and enjoying life now in the moment, and taking risks and doing things that I want to do for once, and not letting that fall on anybody else but myself, because either I succeed or I fail. But I promise you, I'm going to get knocked down a bunch of times, doing this podcast before I start succeeding. And with that being said, I'm going to succeed, and that is burnt inside my brain that I'm going to continue to do this until I succeed, until I find that niche, until I find that following that I want to have. With that being said, I do want to end the show talking about 7686 Designs again. They did make my custom shirt. You can see right there that license plate right there. It's a beautiful license plate. Custom designs. We make everything you need, from shirts, plaques, easels, tumblers, you name it, we can probably make it. So if you are interested, check them out. Go to facebook.com/7686designs, or reach out to us personally at 7686designs@gmail.com. So this is the new shirt. Make sure you guys can see that. Look at that. Look at that Ziggy Talks. If you guys are interested in any of this merchandise, I can put it up for sale. I can do that. Reach out to me at ZiggyTalks216@gmail.com, and you can get yourself a cool tumbler that has Ziggy Talks on it. Be one of my followers. Be one of those Zigsters. I don't know. Be one of those yeppers. That's what you can be. You can be a yepper. But yeah, so if you are interested in getting a shirt, a tumbler or a license plate, let me know. Reach out to me at 76, or I have it scrolling at the bottom of the screen right now. Reach out to me at ZiggyTalks216@gmail.com. If you want to sponsor an episode, or you want to be on a podcast in the future, reach out to me and let me know. I'm always looking for somebody that might want to come on and say hi, or just have a fun time. You have anything to promote, you have a band that you're trying to promote, you have an upcoming event, you're an artist, you have a vending, you're selling some kind of product, you want to come on the episode, even if it's just a half a show or anything like that, filling spots for both 6 to 7 or 7 to 8. It's up to you. 7 to 8 would be great if you're only coming out for a half a show. But if you are interested in doing that, reach out to me at ZiggyTalks216@gmail.com. If you're looking for any custom products or anything like that, go to 7686designs at facebook.com, or reach out to us personally at 7686designs@gmail.com. With that being said, see, I think it might be, which is so weird. So this is laggy right now, or getting laggy, going back and forth. But it's less laggy when I go to my camera out here. So tell me how that is. Like, look at this. A lot less laggy, and I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense. Uh-oh. I spilled my first drink on my shirt. With that being said, I want to thank everybody for coming out, for listening to the show today. It was a fun time. It's always a fun time. You can always reach out to me personally at ZiggyTalks216@gmail.com for any questions, any video ideas, any podcast ideas in the future. If you guys want to be on podcast, reach out to me. ZiggyTalks216@gmail.com. Any other news? I will be back here Wednesday at 6 p.m. That's right. Wednesday at 6 p.m. I will be back here, and you guys can join me. I think I got the right one up. You guys can join me at 6 p.m. on Wednesday. Remember, you can always check out Ziggy Talks at Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And check out Ziggy Talks both on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch now. So go subscribe to all those channels and watch my live stream. And also comment those in real time, and I get those in real time. If you guys comment while I'm on an older video or something, I will see those too. So Again, I want to thank everybody for stopping in today. Appreciate everybody's love and support. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share this podcast as much as you possibly can, because that's going to help me grow. And hopefully in the future, everything starts to get better. Thank you again. Hope you guys have a blessed day. Peace, love, and equality. And yep, see, go and mess things up right away. Right as I'm trying to get out of here. Peace, love, and equality. You know, I mess up and play the wrong video. You know, we can't be perfect 100% of the time. I don't know why I didn't pick the right video. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. But I didn't pick the right video. So at least we ran into 7 o'clock a little bit. So we're just over an hour. So, all right. Again, you guys have a great night. Thank you for stopping in. Ziggy Talks. I'm out.
Stand out in a crowd and be unique. Bye for now.